Get that.
It's just a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
We no.
I thought you were going somewhere with that, but okay, that works.
I
No.
was going somewhere that I shouldn't know about with that.
Oh, good. What a good player, not metagaming. So proud of you. Wow. With that, we'll go right into our recap. Okay. Turn that down just a little. Ooh, that's still a little loud.
God, for some reason that reminded me. I don't remember the name of that song. The start of that song sounded like, oh my God, I'll have to find it later. Was it Ave Maria? I don't think so.
Yeah, it kind of has that beginning to it. Yeah.
That I've seen in so many videos. I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, are we able to earn inspiration? So I feel like we've never gotten it. Besides,
Yeah,
like,
I think the
reroll
one
thing,
time I
but-
did it was like based off of a cool thing someone does during a session. I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of deserves inspiration. You're right. I haven't really done inspiration. I think because I just give everybody the one free reroll. I'm like, I think that's good. But that's a good point. I should probably look into doing that. And I was thinking next, not the intermediary campaign between these two, but the next published one we do, I'll probably go where one of you guys can do a recap, and then if it's good enough, give you inspiration for that. But
Oh, I have to take notes now.
I was gonna say the question and the reason why I often don't do it with my players is the question of, are they actually gonna remember to use the inspiration? Because they kept being like, that was a great moment you just did for your character that was totally in character against what you normally do. I love that. I'm giving inspiration. Like, I already have inspiration. I'm like, well, fucking
use it.
I do it interestingly. The way I do it with my in-person game that I'm a DM for is everyone at the table, except for me, as DM, starts with 1 point of inspiration. If a player spends it, it goes to me, the DM. And if I spend it, it returns to the player.
I think I've seen something like that before. Yeah, that's a pretty cool way to do it.
yeah. I know the Star Wars Edge of the Empire system, which I know I sent you that one thing from, has something similar to that where you have force tokens, and you flip it over. Essentially, it has light side and dark side on one side. So you start with a certain amount, and you flip them over to essentially give you a bonus die on a roll. But then the DM gets to flip them back, so it's like it kind of balances back and forth where you're encouraged to use them. My players would just try to force me to use them all, though, so that way then they would just never have to flip them, and I'm like, you assholes.
I was gonna say with Walter's thing, I feel like if they're averse to using it before, they might be even more so then.
They know that you get it.
Kind of power.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
well, they still use them. They just recognize that eventually I will use them. Now, as DM, I kind of imposed a little bit of a rule on my own. Is I can never use more than one at a time. Like, for one attack roll, I can't use it more than once.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But at the same time, if all my players spend theirs, I can have up to 5. I can have
just ready to go. Yeah.
I can have all their inspiration ready to go. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's pretty nice. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. That's a good idea.
See, as a gamer, I've learned to never use any of my consumable resources and just hoard them until the end game when they're irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
That did pay off in stuff like Pathfinder Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous for me, though, where it'd be like, hey, my guys are really hurt. I guess I'll drink some of these 100 Cure Light Wounds potions that I've got, and you'd be sitting there clicking it. Like, I think they eventually added an option to you could use potions until you're healed button. So they'd be like, yeah, you just spend 30 of them. You don't have to click 30 times.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But I want to click 30 times. What if I decide, you know what? I'm going to click 25 times.
Well, I think it would use it until they're healed. So, like, if it wouldn't actually use 30, it'd be like it uses it, and it might use 30 or like 28 or whatever based on what you rolled. But it was a QOL they added that I was like, thank you.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm just saying, like, what if, like, you're in the middle of it, you're almost up there, and you say, you know what? No, I'm going to cut it off here. I'm good.
That's fair.
Okay. So, pull my notes up. So, recap from last session. In your last session, you returned to Phandalin from Talhundreth, carrying a petrified Ishtar, noting the worsening plague afflicted the town. Your first stop was the Sleeping Giant Tavern, now bustling with patrons after the successful party a few days prior, to find Thumblewick Rollins, the gnome alchemist. Thumblewick mentioned he could cure Ishtar but needed herbs to set up his shop. He offered to help if you would gather the necessary herbs. During your conversation, the nobles Ishtar had gambled with at the party interjected, offering their assistance in exchange for a dinner meeting with the party. Well, with you guys. With the nobles' help, you obtained the herbs, and Thumblewick successfully restored Ishtar from his petrified state. Aspen received a letter from Gwen Orsong, who had started her journey back to Waterdeep, and decided to continue her studies in Bryn Shander. You then attended the dinner at the Blackthorn's house. Despite its rough and small exterior, the interior was large and elegant. Elijah and Jasmine Blackthorn, along with the townmaster, Thornton, and other Phandalin business owners, discussed their plans to invest in and develop Phandalin. After dinner, the Blackthorns provided you with a construct companion named Captain to aid you in your quests while they assisted the town. You then journeyed to the crypt of the Talhund beneath Talhundreth, searching for another obelisk shard and the captured townspeople. Upon entering, you encountered 4 crypt guardians who put up a formidable fight. With new allies and ongoing challenges, your quest continues as you delve deeper into the mysteries and dangers that lie ahead. With that, we'll pick up where we left off last time, which was right after your battle with the 4 crypt guardians. Like I mentioned, pretty intense, but nothing you couldn't handle. What would you like to do?
Onward.
I mean, sorry, open it up. I mean, I'm feeling good. Do we need to? I know, Walter, are you doing okay health-wise now?
We need to.
We can't see people's health anymore.
Oh yeah, no health estimates.
I'm wounded, but I'm good to go.
Is that intentional that we can't get a gauge on people's health anymore?
Yeah, I removed that for now. I'll probably put it back in at some point, but I kind of cut a lot of modules back to make sure that automation and animation worked as best as they could. So it'll probably come back, but yeah.
I find myself trapped in place, unable to go forward.
Yes, you do.
As if time is stopped for some reason.
As ancient runes float above your face, saying "Game pause."
Before we start moving, can everybody roll their initiative for me, just so we can get initiative for the session? If it doesn't let you, let me know, but should let you.
We need a combat encounter to do
Son of, I knew it. Okay, thought I could get around that, but there you go. And while you're rolling, the way that I plan,
I will happily keep that.
The way that I plan on doing Captain, since he's a companion, is he will roll for initiative, just like everybody else. Then every other combat encounter, whoever will own him will rotate. So, for instance, the first combat encounter you guys do, Chitter, since you're the high, yes, Chitter, since you're the highest, you would get ownership of Captain. Yeah, if you want to. Then the next combat encounter, it would go to Walter. He would then own Captain to do on his turn whatever he wants. That way everybody gets a chance to use him, but nobody's fighting during combat. And then that way I'm not doing it either. So you don't want to use your reroll?
I don't.
Okay. So I'm going to take quick
Yeah,
quick
I think I'm
notes.
going to keep this one today. 12 is a good medium number.
Oh, I should roll for Captain.
I'll be low boys with Ethereon.
I might ditch you. I'm not sure yet.
You do like to reach out straight intertwined fingers, and he just like backs up, like, no, I'm sorry.
Let me shift higher in the line. Sorry. Do I want to use mine?
That was the question of what if you end up rolling
Get a
that
worse
one after
roll.
that.
Please get a worse roll.
Why do you want to handicap us more?
Natural 1 equals automatically surprise.
I'll need it, I guess.
Okay. So got everybody 3, 4, 5. Yep, there we go.
Later on, if we wanted to use our reroller initiative, could we do that?
Yeah,
Is that
you
just
can
like-
re-roll the initiative whenever you want, but it has to be before the enemies roll their initiative, I will say. So you can re-roll it at any point, but you can't then see what the enemies do and then decide to re-roll. I will put that rule in place.
I'm not a fan of this roll once for the whole day thing.
It helps.
Neither am I, to be honest.
Because it's like...
It admittedly probably would be faster for us to roll each combat. It's one button click.
This is true. This is true.
And then it's also not so like I'm fine getting a 6 for 1 encounter, but getting it for potentially, like 3 encounters is pretty shit.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, we can for this session, while I think of what I want to do, we can have everybody re-roll. That's fine.
Like,
I will.
for each one.
Yeah, I will use these rolls though for the order of who gets to run captain. But yeah. For every other encounter, we can re-roll. That's fine.
Got my tongue. I'll get captain first.
Okay, so with this, you guys start to wander through the halls. You come. Where's my notes? Here you go.
I'm ready.
I can't move.
Oh, that opened. My bad.
Oh, I forgot. It's for some reason 3D canvas is making me use arrow keys now.
Oh, that's
No
weird.
sound
There
effects
was
in
an
the door.
option when you started that let you do that. I don't know if you want to. Do you want to give me ownership of captain so I can move him?
Oh,
why am
I'll move
Oh.
him when combat happens. I'll just kind of teleport him.
my dark vision might have stopped working. Shit. Do I have dark? Hold
Oh,
on. Do I have it? Let me double check. Vision.
The door sounds are gone.
Oh, I don't have.
Version!
I can add that real quick.
oh, you do have dark
wait,
vision.
Oh, wait, can I? Wait, can I not do?
You have 120 feet. Why is that not working for you? Wait, can you see?
No, it should only be. I think it's only 60 through my goggles of night. Let me double check that real quick.
Yeah. Let's.
But I'm not seeing it so far. I'm seeing vision enabled. Is it 0 right now? I think I can just change it myself if that's cool.
I believe so.
There we go.
Yeah,
that
there you
works.
go.
And there's no light in this room, so it's black and white.
Yep.
we're good.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, I can't see where everybody is. Okay, yeah. So you guys walk into this hallway. As you come into this hallway, the sound of splashing water echoes from the west end of this long hallway. The north wall has 3 doors, and the south wall bears an elaborate carving of a procession of dwarf priests carrying wrapped bodies. And you see the 3 doors, and as Valter and Ethereon, you come into the first room. You quickly realize that these are some sort of preparation rooms that are all connected. A stone slab in the middle of this room bears a few metal tools that are kind of covered in dust, and you see a deep basin near the slab, and all the wall carvings show dwarves reverently tending to the dead. So you kind of take it that these must be some sort of how the worshippers of Dumathoin, which is what Talhundreth was for, this is how they preserved their dead to be buried here in the crypt. And Ethereon and Valter, you both have some experience with crypts like this, being from churches or holy buildings for your deities. You had something similar, and so it's very common for a larger church or citadel to have a fairly substantial crypt underneath it where the holy people get buried. For smaller ones, it's maybe a graveyard that's fenced off from town just because that's supposed to be sacred to the church and its worshippers.
Bombing table.
In essence, yeah, that's how you can look at them. For Chitter and Ethereon and Valter, while you guys were in the hallway, and as Ishtar slowly goes in there, you you all start to feel an intense pressure inside your heads, accompanied by a sinister whisper promising, "Your thoughts will soon be mine." The pressure builds until it feels like your skulls are about to split, only to suddenly cease, leaving a lingering fear. And then as you all go through those 3 rooms, give you a little bit more information about them. So
I feel like we're going too fast.
you're fine so far. So the rightmost room, the first one you all would have went into, this one looked like maybe the washing station for the bodies. So you saw where there used to be pitchers that have now been destroyed. This is where they would clean the bodies up. The basin there was emptied of water. The center room. This looks like in the process where they would start to maybe embalm them and dress them for burial. Sometimes this could be very well putting jewelry on them, certain armor pieces, maybe painting the bodies as well. And then the last room, which is the one Valter's in right now, this one seems to be the last step where they would put ceremonial armor pieces on top right before burying or putting the dead away. So you do see in this room some old decrepit armor pieces kind of piled in certain areas throughout this room. Anything in this hallway or these rooms you would like to do?
I mean, Chitter seeing that second room. Can you search it to see if any jewelry or anything nice might have been left behind or not been pocketed or whatever? by
Yeah.
other explorers?
Do a do a perception check.
Can I do the same thing with the room I'm in now? I mean, you
Yeah.
said this is where they kind of like armored the
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah, that's
is
fine.
there anything of value that might put a piece together here?
Yeah, do another you can do a perception check too, Walter. So for Chitter, a
Maybe a suit of
10.
plate armor? Sorry.
Okay, 10. You notice that there's really no leftover gems anywhere. It seems like either as you thought they were stolen or have already been taken, or maybe they only kept enough gems in here for dead, so they would like preemptively pull as many gems as they needed for the process and then keep the rest somewhere else. But yeah, you don't notice anything else about that room. And for Walter, for a 6, you notice that all the armor has some very similar qualities to it. It's all very much ornately designed and also has the same intricate carvings and design between them all. No matter if you've seen 4 or 5 plate like chest pieces, they all look the exact same, and it seems to follow the same carvings on the walls. This is very much a ceremonial holy relic almost to wear that depicts Dumathoin, the deity here. But you do find enough pieces to put together a ragtag suit of plate armor.
Yeah.
And
I
so-
would like to definitely spend the time to do so.
Okay, I will
Nice.
pull some plate armor for you here. It's just gonna be standard plate until I can like name it something cool, but we'll get you set up. Just one second.
I
Hey,
give
plate
him a
armor is
hand.
plate armor.
I give him a hand putting it on.
I was
Okay.
gonna say something badass like Armor of the Fallen, but that's already a thing apparently in one of the new books.
The splashing or dripping or whatever you said, water that we could hear, does it sound like natural, like something is dripping, or does it sound like something's moving through water?
And you could either do a survival check or like an animal handling check, depending on what you're trying to determine. If it is, natural or something's moving. I'll let you choose. There it is. Jeez, I was like, where the heck is plate armor in this? There it is. Right. Okay, I think this is what we want. So we've got Walter, inventory, plate. Ah, shoot, I lost it. No. There it is. Woof. Okay,
I also note to Walter.
that should be in your
learned
inventory
this
by now.
From Gwen. I don't remember if I had a note exactly. Something about we can only access like the most interior part of the crypt if someone is like a priest of Dumathoin or something to that degree. So maybe the armor could help with that somehow.
Okay.
You said the armor was like decorated with that religion.
Yes, it does remind both of you kind of what you would see at your own churches of this is very specific to the faithful of this deity. This would be something that they are only allowed to wear when they were alive or saved for very special burials like this. Okay, so Ethereum with the 17, Ishtar with an 18 for survival. So listening into the water at the end of the cave, survival, you definitely do hear like natural water maybe pulsating, not super violent to where it feels like an ocean wave, but you can hear the ripples of water coming in and coming out just a little bit, but that's not what's making most of this noise. Also dripping of water hitting like a rock and like tumbling down, you can hear that, but you definitely do notice that something is agitating the water more than just natural movement back and forth.
Something lies ahead.
Oh, sorry, I should unpause that for you now.
I still second my suggestion. Can we call it Doometh Armor?
Doometh armor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here because Ethereum got close enough. So even though it doesn't show for you, Ethereum, from where you're at, you'd be able to see this. So I'm just gonna read it all.
I can see it.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
can see that.
you can see that. So Ethereum, as you get towards the end of this hall, you can tell that this next room you're coming into is fairly large, and most of it has collapsed into a flooded pit, which is where you hear that water coming from. And you do notice that the dark water ripples and splashes strangely, as though something may be in the water. And you kind of sit and keep watching the water, and you notice something, it almost looks like the water itself turns into a violent ball of moving water, comes up out of the water and then goes back in. So unnaturally moving. You can't necessarily tell what it is. It feels like it's made of the water, but it's moving back and forth. And as you kind of continue to scan the room, you quickly also notice, and you hear it first before you notice it, a very sleepy but still somewhat awake and alert Hydra is laying half in the water with 4 of the 5 heads asleep and one of them staying awake, perusing and watching this room. Yeah, that's kind of what you see immediately.
That's my, well, that's, I was going to stay at the entrance to the room. People show up. I don't know if my dark vision's not working fully either. I can see up to like here.
I'm not sure why. Let me double check everybody's real quick. Yeah. So the regular color is going to be from your shield.
Yeah.
Then dark vision. Yeah, let me do a quick check because I bet.
But I can't see this farther than that.
Yep, there it is. That's the problem. Vision mode, dark vision, 60 feet. Or don't let me type 60. There we go. 60 feet. There, that's what you should have seen. Sorry. Okay, real quick, I'm going to fix everybody's vision because I'm betting other people are having...
That looks really cool, it being like half grayscale.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Walter, do you have not night vision, dark vision?
Nope, my blade illuminates.
No,
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I have goggles at night, so mine more or less are like NVGs, so I'm just wearing visions. Like...
And then also, okay, the good. So Ishtar's is working. For Walter, let me know if you. Oh, I don't have the thing enabled. Okay, never mind.
My shield would be lit up. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say if for whatever reason Walter wanted to be somewhere else and use his light to let me know, and I'll add it to your character. I have a module that does the torch button. I must have disabled it, but regardless. Anyway, so from where the 3 of you are, and I guess, yeah, Ishtar, all of you can see it now. And you notice, one, the Hydra hasn't noticed you just yet, mainly because 4 of the 5 heads are asleep, and the one that is awake, it's trying to watch the room very diligently, but is also kind of preoccupied watching this other potentially a creature or a blob of water bounce in and out. It almost looks like it's playing, but it's keeping the water almost like a hot tub where it's keeping it agitated and bubbly, which seems to be lulling the Hydra and kind of letting it sleep. But there is one head that is actively kind of scanning the area. Okay, pull back just a minute. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you want to do something.
Never mind. Stop before you because I want to do this before I fucking forget. I'm a cast mage armor myself.
Okay, yep. That should auto do.
Let me. I gotta target myself first. Okay, cast. And I don't know if it. Yep, okay, auto apply. We're good.
Nice.
I did that last session, and I realized I might have been able to avoid a hit if I had that up, but that was just me being a spellcaster and forgetting my spells. I mean, yeah, I got some. I got some illusion stuff. If you think that'd help, what kind of thing are you thinking? Like, do you want me to like, make a lady Hydra and we can maybe like woo it, or?
It seems distracted by the whatever the thing in the water is. I think maybe if we could just, I don't know.
If only I had.
Guys, I hit things with a hammer. Like, did we do a short rest by the way?
I feel like you guys talked about doing one.
I thought we did because I thought I used my Song of Rest for it.
Yeah, I'm down hit die, so we must have.
Yeah, I think we did.
We must have, yeah.
I'll do a speech then while we're discussing this.
I mean, I could also it'd be my high. Wait, let me double check something. So I could make us invisible. Would Ishtar have shared that he can also make himself invisible?
I'll leave that up to Ishtar.
Well, What I
Oh,
know that it had, well, obviously my bow changed. That's when it got its glow, right? At level 8.
Let me double check. Your glow I don't think is big or bright enough to cause problem. Yours is more of just flavor, that it slowly, like, lightly glows. Yes. It says otherworldly. Yeah, it just says emits a steady otherworldly glow. Really, it's more of like the arcane sigils in it are kind of faintly glowing, versus something like Etherion's shield or Valter's sword is a light source.
I mean, well, if he could do that, I can make the rest of us invisible. I don't think I can get Captain, unfortunately. I'll have to leave him behind, but we could try sneaking past it that way. I mean, it won't be able to see us at least.
ADM, does my character have any idea of like does Walter know of like hydras or what they're maybe weak to? Does it give any idea about them?
Do a animal handling check for me.
I'm gonna roll for that too, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hell
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna
brother.
rely on yours on this one.
I'll wait for the answer first. Before
Okay, so at the 17. Wow, unfortunately the ranger has a really low roll too for this.
Walter starts being like, yeah, they're just like a big, snake.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just a water snake?
17. So you would know that a hydra, which some of this would be the way you know it is common knowledge of hydras for monster hunter people or things of that nature. Of they're
just real quick. I nudged the two of them like, common knowledge, guys.
So you do know that hydras do see very well in the dark. They also have other strong senses too, so they can smell really well in the dark. Also, you would know that per the myths and legends people have told of hydras, the heads do potentially grow back if killed. You're not sure the specifics of how or how many or anything like that, but you do know that is something that is often talked about with a hydra, is the regenerative and splitting of a head. Just as an FYI.
Tell everybody that. Do we know what the hell is going on with the water? I mean, I can see the thing, but...
You see this, it seems like almost maybe an elemental of some sort, or some sort of an elemental being is what's causing the water to move around, which was that blob kind of moving all over the place and keeping the water agitated. It's making some noises. You couldn't tell what it was, where you were hearing this from, but after looking in there, you could tell that's what was making the noise.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I'll let you guys decide what we do.
Okay. Hearing some thoughts of sneak. Anybody else have thoughts?
Two of us are in heavy armor. How is that gonna work?
I mean, out of character mechanically, invisibility would give you advantage, so it would at least like cancel it out. And at least if we fail, you're not visible, so maybe it would buy us enough time to get out of the way, or at least give us an advantage if combat happens because of that. Like, it's better than wandering through normally because it's looking around for us. So, I mean, otherwise, I'm trying to think up an illusion I could cast, but I don't really know if I could like disguise us all sneaking through there with an illusion. I could distract it maybe, but maybe wake it up more too. Like get it fully awake, and then now we got a hostile hydra in between us and the exit.
I do have. Ooh, hold on, let me read this spell. Okay, that's so weird. Okay, I was gonna say I might be able to do control water, but it doesn't allow me to freeze it.
That's a pretty smart thought though. A for effort.
Yeah, that would be a cool idea, yeah.
I have it prepared, so I have it on my list, but it doesn't list freezing water as an option there.
Oh wait. I wonder if hold on. this might be a stupid idea, but I might have something through my lyre. Let me just make sure I read the description so I know what it can do, because I do have Wall of Stone once a day.
Wait a
Or
second.
no, never mind. That's stone shape. Never mind. Forget I said anything. That's different. I was like,
I have
was
another
like, well,
question.
I have a different wall spell, but that won't do the same thing.
Yeah, Walter.
DM.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Water conducts electricity, right?
Yes, it does.
Guys, I'm a storm cleric.
And just start blasting.
Would that not?
Go
I mean, okay, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to like not act on the other stuff I'm seeing. I mean, that other elemental thing, would that get pissed off too? Do we even know if it hurt that? Like, that.
Probably.
I mean,
mean-
then we're fighting two things. Like,
Wait,
He's kind of nulling it to sleep.
It's kind of like it's keeping the four other heads asleep every now and again, because you looked at it for a brief moment. I'll say every now and again you could tell this water elemental of some sort, whatever it is, would kind of interact with one of the sleeping heads, and the one that was awake would kind of nip at it. So it seems like they have this somewhat maybe symbiotic relationship. The water elemental thing is keeping the Hydra comfortable in this water, but then kind of gets on its nerves every now and again, so it has to snip to tell it to chill out for a second, kind of a deal. That's what you noticed real quick. But yeah.
I mean, is there like, you have just like minor illusion? Could you just potentially distract the one head?
I mean, yeah, I could. Do I actually have minor illusion? I know I have
Okay.
like silent
But
image, major image. I actually don't have minor illusion. Funny enough, I didn't pick that up. But I mean, I've got spells that could do that.
I want to point out here though, if we distract the one head and the others wake up, what happens?
That is my other concern. Is what if we end up waking up the one that's or what if we wake the whole thing up? Like, that's why I'm wondering if maybe just sneaking past, like, invisibility again. I know Ethereum and Valter, I know you two aren't the most stealthy of guys, but like, it might help us get past this thing.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say we go with the stealth, and if not, I'm blasting it.
Well, I'm wondering too, can sleep put the other head to sleep? Like,
What-
does that do anything?
So
Also, if it's partially or fully asleep, can we get the jump on it? Maybe we should actually just attack it with, like,
I was gonna
surprise?
say, it might be immune. I know some multi-headed creatures are weird like that.
I think they are immune to unconscious effects.
But also, we don't know that. So, but we don't have sleep anyways. So, like, I was just saying that earlier as a meme because
Oh, okay.
I
sorry.
thought we actually
I
did.
know. No. I said earlier. I said, man, if only I'd prepared the sleep spell to meme on our DM. So.
yeah.
Because I was like, is this you trying to tell us we should take it?
Yes.
No, I can confidently
No,
say sleep would not have helped you in this scenario at all.
Oh yeah, it probably has way the fuck too much in terms of HP. I mean, again, I figure stealth might help. It would save us a fight. It only costs me one spell slot, though it is my highest level one to get. We would have to leave Captain behind. I can't get everybody and him.
I
but-
want to point out too, I don't know this for sure, but we're in a crypt. I imagine the entrance we came in is probably the only way out. And so we're going to have to probably deal with this thing sooner or later.
You have a point there. We're gonna have
Yeah.
to fight it.
It
That
does.
would be tough if we had to retreat from a fight later and retreat right into this thing's path. But
It doesn't know we're here. Can we try and like distract the one awake head long enough that we could essentially like surprise it, get the jump on it?
I mean, it doesn't know we're here now. If we just rush out, maybe we could already get the drop on it.
Maybe.
Although I'm also wondering, it might suck if we have to retreat this thing, but what if we could use that to our advantage? Like, retreat it, like if we had to lead enemies back in with it, and then it could eat the enemies.
I feel like that's a bit of a risk, especially if we're already pretty low.
I do agree. I think that's an unnecessary risk. At the most, I think if we do manage to sneak past it, we could just, rest in the tomb and then sneak past it again. But
I love hearing all this
we
discussion.
also-
We're in like a group. We're in like a group huddle down the hallway trying to like keep quiet. We're like, Captain, get in here. Get in this group huddle.
Yes, sirs. What would you like?
What do you think, Captain?
We're like,
You're part of this
decrease-
team.
We're like, decrease volume to 5%. Decrease volume to 5%. He just talks in like a yelling voice.
You, I mean, if you can ask Captain if you want, Therian, were you wanting to actually ask him?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you think, Captain?
He's very robotic to a degree, but he does. You can tell that he's thinking. His like inner workings start to whir a little. You hear
the tears.
you hear some vibration coming from his body, and then it all stops and he goes, "Well, sirs, I can tell you that hydras are very perceptive. I think sneaking wouldn't be a bad option, but like Master Therion says, we will have to deal with it at some point."
He ain't no master.
Shut the fuck up. He said I'm master.
I was gonna say I thought I was his master for right now.
he turns and looks at
What
all
else
of you.
Do you know of
are.
hydras?
Oh, good question. What all does he know of hydras? Oh,
Jeez.
I should
actually,
read the whole entire Blackthorn library.
you know what he would say? He would say, and before he says this, he'd look like to all of you and say, "You all are my masters." And then he goes back to Walter. And it's almost like he's like rattling off information that he did read from a book, so it feels very dry. And he says, "The Hydra has 5 heads. While it has more than one head, the Hydra has advantage on saving throws against being blinded. Whenever the Hydra takes so much damage, in one turn, one of the heads dies. If all its heads die, the Hydra dies. At the end of its turn, it grows 2 heads for each of its heads that has died since the last turn." You hear like a little cash register.
Turn.
Yeah, what the hell's a turn? Well, it's probably good that I didn't suggest you casting blindness then, because I do have that as a spell.
What did he say? For every head that dies, you can grow 2?
Yeah, so the way
goes
it,
2 in its place.
yeah, for every head that dies, unless a certain amount of damage was done at once to that head, it will grow 2 more heads.
That thing is scary.
Oh yeah, they can get a lot of attacks. But
Okay, so how do we keep the head from coming back?
A lot of damage to it, I guess.
sounds like we just have to beat the shit out of
Autorize
it
it.
really quickly.
So it
Wait.
can't regrow.
I mean, I do
Cauterize?
have firebolt if that
Ooh.
would help.
I think we have our idea. Oh wait, I have an ability. I have meta magic.
Well, I mean, I like your idea of opening with lightning. That might get it.
I mean, I can use that for like the first turn, then I might be able to because don't want you using like one essentially a cantrip every turn, right?
Yeah.
What?
So maybe on my latter turns, I use my meta magic feature to change up my damage type. When I cast a spell that deals the damage type of one of the following lists, and it deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder,
Yeah.
spend a sorcery point to change that damage type to one of the others.
Yeah, but how often can you do that? I mean, that's.
I have 2 that I can use for the feature.
I mean, that could definitely help, and I think cauterizing heads would help. It sounds like it might just be like that. Obviously, that would help it from getting more dangerous, but at the same time, it might. Like, it sounds like we can keep it from getting more dangerous, but we just need to kill this thing. I'm wondering, we're in this hallway now. I'm sure it can squeeze or something, but like, maybe we should use that to our advantage too. Like, not engage out in the open. Try to use this, because then we can hold it. We can, like, Ethereum, if you're okay being, in front of a big thing again, like you can hold it at bay while we hit from behind you, and kind of force multiplier using the hallway. I don't know.
What if it remains in the water? Well, in that case, I guess I could just use lightning to.
Well, then we
act
just
it.
keep hitting. We
Yep.
keep hitting it from range then. Like we.
Captain, does Hydra have ranged capabilities?
You hear the whirring again, and after a second it stops, and it's a little bit different noise, a little deeper tone, and he goes, "I'm sorry, sir, I do not know."
I would imagine only
Pretty
as
fair.
long as it's heads. All right, I'm game for the hallway strategy. If you want me to open up with some lightning,
How does ready
phone call. Be right back.
act like if you ready an action, can you use movement as part of that or no?
Like ready movement?
I believe it's when you ready, and this is I could look it up again. It's been a while. I think when you ready an action, you can ready either an action or movement, but not both. Like, it could be like a hey, once I see that blah 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 switch, I run through the door, or you know, like that kind of thing. But I don't think you could. I don't think you can ready an entire turn worth of stuff. It's like an either or thing.
Because like I said, like if we can get the jump on this thing to be good, so like if he's gonna cast some kind of lightning thing on it, like I could, I mean it's not the hallway, but potentially like rush forward and start attacking it, but I obviously can't get next to it prior.
Is this a specific type of Hydra? Like elemental wise? Or is that even a thing?
Oh god, please tell me that they don't have Lunarian Pyrohydras in this fucking edition.
As far as you all would have known, it appears to be a Hydra. It's in water, but that you can't tell if that means anything. You can just tell that it's a Hydra.
I mean, I think at this point it sounds like we're kind of going for the plan of fighting this thing. I mean, we could sit here and debate it all day, but at some point we gotta strike.
Okay, Chonks, go up there.
Well, that's
Show your
what I'm
business.
wondering. Should we try and just rush it, and surprise it?
I
Russian surprising
will,
might help.
without giving too much away, I will say you didn't really get a good look at the room. You don't know what the exits of that room look like. There could be ways out of the room that maybe one or both things can't fit through. There may be no exits. Maybe it's just a huge cavern from here on out. No, you guys didn't really get a good look. Just as an FYI.
I think, but no, sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I think my immediate thought was just we have not seen. I've only seen like a small sliver of this room, but my immediate thought as Chitter is just I can't. It doesn't seem, from what I can see, that we can get past this thing without it seeing us, unless we like invisible or somehow hide ourselves or whatever. Like maybe we can rush past it somewhere else, but
It looked like, from what I saw, can see of the room, it looked like there's a door like up. But
do we
I'm
wanna
back.
just-
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're
Do we
good.
want to just try to run past it then and slam the door? Like, did you see an actual like door, or was it just a doorway?
I think it's a doorway. I can't actually see it fully.
So there's no guarantee of safety.
Let me also check a spell. I don't know if I can. No, I think it needs to be a physical door. I was gonna say with stone shape, I can in theory steal up a door, like make it literally unopenable. But I think it has to be an actual stone door in a doorway for that to work.
I just think we should take advantage of the fact that it's mostly so to maybe get the jump on it if it is so perceptive. You know, this might be the chance to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I say we try to get the jump on it.
Okay, I mean I'm down.
Worst comes to worst, we just flee down this hallway back to that big room.
Okay.
It's true. Or hide in the side rooms too. I might not be able to get into those. Like,
No, I don't think so.
And we have a big ass stone door that, hey, you could use stone shape to seal up.
that is true. Just as a reminder, that's a once a day thing. So if we ever do that and we seal ourselves into a room, I can't open it for 24 hours. Because it's not a spell I have slots for. It's a spell through my magic items. So
At the
just
very
keep
least,
that in
that
mind.
Got 3 doors in that section.
I know. I'm just saying for the future, if we ever decide on this, like I'm down to do it. That spell,
Stuck.
I almost never use that spell in any game I've ever had it in. But like, yeah, I don't want to trap us somewhere for 24 hours at a crucial moment.
Fair.
I guess we could break it down, but still.
we could definitely break it down.
So I'm hearing you guys are going to start in and go and blasting.
And then I started
up there.
blasting.
Guys, do we take the direct approach? No, let's debate it for 10 minutes. Okay, direct approach.
Well, I mean, I think it's we did talk about the downsides, and I think the problem with sneaking past is really just we're gonna have to come back through here, which means you have to sneak through it again. So like, it makes sense to get rid of this thing. I don't know.
Can we, to guarantee we essentially surprise this thing, is there a way we can distract it? Make sure it's looking the other way
Never
or
my
something?
spells. I mean, The problem is now we don't have his advantage on it. But I was gonna say I do have blindness, deafness. I could somehow cast it on that one head, but I don't think that would help at all.
I also, now that we're level 8, I have a free cast of Call Lightning here. So I don't even have to spell slot.
Actually, wait. What if I use silent image and make like just a physical thing that would distract it? It doesn't have to be a noise. Just like a like have a piece of meat hover by its face or something to distract it for a second, just long enough.
Yeah. I mean, we just have to run in there and get on it.
Okay, wait. So are we running in, or are we gonna back and hit it from a distance?
I think the goal was to distract it and then rush in. That way we at least can get the drop on it.
We don't know if it has ranged capabilities or not.
I would rather not find out.
Okay, so I can get this through.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, sure, it probably won't fit down the hall, but who's to say it can't start spitting acid at us or breathing fire or something? I don't know.
Look, I just say we distract it and fight. Like this is simple plan. Like we talked about earlier.
We're next to a door, okay? I say we stand back here, and worst comes to worst, we just dash through the door.
Hey, Captain,
Yes, sir.
you wanna go on an adventure?
We're not using Captain as bait.
Why not? He has no emotions.
With,
Not that you know.
he looks at you, and you
don't know
can tell
that.
that there's maybe some hesitancy, even if it's for a brief moment before he goes into robotics, and just says, "If that is what you require."
No, Captain, you're not gonna just throw your life away like that.
This ends up being like a Wall-E story where Captain gets a heart, and you all start to see him as a real person.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh man.
What's his bucket?
What's his bucket?
So I'm saying we got some attack options down. Maybe we should just rush it.
I say we pick off from a distance. See what happens with the fire damage at the very least.
Start everything.
We've been sitting here for an hour. Disgusting.
Not true. We also went through 3 rooms and a hallway.
Exactly.
So move on with it. Get in there.
As he stands at the back of the group.
Fuck it. I cast Call Lightning.
Okay. Go ahead, and from where you're at, you can go ahead and cast it, which this is with your... Are you using the rings ability, I think, right?
Yes, I'm using the rings ability, so it's not a spell slot.
So yeah, go ahead and cast it like you would normally, just when it pops up the use whatever, you can say not use thingy. Okay. Then I gotta remember how this works, because this one's always tricky. This one I think I still have to do manually, which is fine. So that is Bolt Lightning hits, blah blah blah. Dex save, creature takes 3d10. So since one of its heads it's awake.
What is Rivi Bedell?
You okay?
Are you okay up there?
Look at the thingy. The roll.
What roll?
I didn't see a oh, there we go.
All lightning.
Oh yeah, something else popped up in that.
You don't see that.
Yeah, you don't see that. Just ignore it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I know nothing.
And I didn't even think about that happening because this freaking spell is so large. Dex.
It might be good going forward just to remove. Don't set the full range to what the cloud's supposed to be. Just set it to like the actual area of effect of the attack, because then you don't hit us either at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Dex save. What's your save DC?
15.
15. Okay, so he fails. So go ahead and roll 3d10.
Are you casting it on both, or?
Yeah, I'm casting on both the water.
Oh,
weird
that's
and
true.
the Hydra.
That's true. Good call. Totally forgot.
Can you get both of them with that? Oh, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot radius from a
But-
point I choose.
My brain's looking at the tokens, not the, or the pictures, not the tokens. So my brain is like, they're like, there's a gap between them, but it's not really.
Okay, so they both fail. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Water
Okay,
weird.
so damage is 3d10, but because they're in water, I don't know how you want to play that DM.
I thought I heard him say multiplied by like a million.
Oh, did you? Really? Nice try. Let's do. That's a good question. I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Let's see. 20.
You just want to like double it?
Roll a d10.
Let's roll an extra d10. We'll do that for now. I may change that later, but in the heat of a moment, I think let's just do an extra d10 for it. So 25.
Okay, so it'll be 25.
Okay, so
Hey, that's one head. Quickly, deal fire damage.
25, 20. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Go away. Okay, so shoot. No.
How do you know that's one head?
38.
I've run
25, 15, 13. Get out of
But
here.
your
the
character-
game
Does
is-
not know that's one
But your
head.
character hasn't run in the
13,
I know, that's why Volter has no idea, but I do.
25.
Yeah, didn't you know Walter ran tabletop sessions back at the church?
Yeah, when we were at the tavern, you ran that session of homeowners and humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
So.
Or no, HOAs and humans. There we go.
Okay, so as you see this lightning bolt crackle down, it echoes very loudly throughout this crypt, pretty deafening to everyone for a split second. Let's see, Walter, what do you see? Yeah, okay, so you see all this, so does Ethereum.
I do just want to say, homeowners and humans, that would be pretty high fantasy.
Let's do this. Okay. So, with that, you do notice that the water gets electrified pretty quickly, and this elemental thing that keeps moving around now stops moving so maybe joyfully as you would have thought. It's bouncing around and stuff. Now it feels very intense and watching, and kind of darting back and forth very frantically. The Hydra, now fully awake, you notice one of the heads kind of rolls over in the water as it's just laying there with some scarring and burn marks from the lightning hitting it as it lays in the water. You take it to be that maybe that head has died, while the other four are now very much widely awake. And
But we surprised it, right?
gosh, I was just looking this up while you were discussing, because technically one head is awake. So I'm trying to see what people say about surprising a sleeping Hydra. And it seems like nobody has a good idea.
I would just roll it as like a surprise creature, so it would be a surprise round.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, so we'll say it's surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and roll their initiatives, but we will skip this turn for both of them. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. And we will start combat. As I watch... Oh my gosh, it's starting this stupid goblin ambush again. Oh, I gotta change that.
Dun, dun.
Is that your default?
It's the start of the whole playlist, yes.
You can randomize it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do that. So, okay, Chitter, you are first. After seeing this lightning.
All right. Oh God. Sorry, I'm like right clicking on everything I don't mean to be. I mean, I don't know if it's worth using fire yet, and I do want to get some debuff going. Even though, knowing my luck, everything will fucking pass the save. I am gonna zoom the fuck out though for this. As Chitter's gonna. Oh wait, what is the range on this? Sorry, just making sure. 120 feet. We're good. As he's gonna open up with slow because I want to get a debuff going right away.
Okay.
My last third level spell slot, but that's okay. Oh god, okay. Thank god I zoomed out. Just pop it there.
But not always for debuffs, but slow is very acceptable.
I tried to get a couple. That and Fairy Fire were my two big ones because those are just good.
So the water weird saved, the Hydra failed, so the Hydra is slowed.
I'll take it. All right, and then I will. Ooh, who is more likely to go first out of you guys? He's gonna look over, and okay, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. I was gonna make sure I select the thing I'm trying to hit, and then find out what the hell this is my thing. I'm gonna give Volter Bardic Inspiration. You got this, buddy. Shock and awe.
Okay. It should let you cast
Is that
it.
a joke?
It wasn't intentional, and then I, as I said it, I was like, oh wait, shit, that might actually be a pun. Unintentional pun. He will say that and then go, no pun intended. and then I think that'll be my turn because that's all I can do.
Okay. So we're going to skip the water weird due to surprise. So that brings us to Captain Chitter. I think you have the option to see him now and move him. Let me know if it's not the case.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So let me just I'm just double checking what he has so I understand how to what he can do, what he would do.
That's fine.
I mean, he's been hearing us. I wonder. Ooh, hold on. I gotta look what the hell this is because I'm trying to think. He wouldn't rush in because he would know we're trying to stay back at least for right now. It sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, that wouldn't. I was gonna say that net cannon sounds really nice, but it wouldn't work. Also, damn it, now I know exactly what this game is. Sorry, I've used this thing before. I love these guys.
No, you're good.
Darn it. Okay. You know what? I have to just for silly's sake. He's gonna step up a little bit. Oh wait, what's the range on this? I can't. Oh no, it's too far away. Never mind. He's gonna stand in front and kind of like take a defensive stance, I guess, for right now.
Okay.
Because there's no. Oh wait, no, he does have spells. Shit. Oh, nothing that would help. Never mind.
I just picture Captain's hearing all this and just getting defeated. I'm like, aw.
he's like rolling through all these combat options and like could do this out of range, could do this out of range. This wouldn't work. He's like just going through his directory and like nothing's helpful to the current mission of like if I could charge in.
Yeah.
But so he'll actually go back behind Bolton.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
And also, I'm going to get rid of this lightning storm just because we know it's there, but it makes everything darker. So that way we can see a little better. Yeah. Okay. Brings us to Valter. Technically, you did your spell. You did your action for the surprise round. Is there anything else you were wanting to do?
If that's the case, there's nothing else I can do. So I'll go ahead and pass it.
Okay. So Ishtar, what are you doing?
Riveter.
If he is with us, Ishtar.
Sorry.
Blood out from his finger.
He's passed out on the floor.
What was I required to do?
It is your turn.
Turn.
Yeah, you are required to do all the things.
Ah, I see.
No, not long rest.
Also for Ishtar too, I was working on people's heirlooms and all that stuff. For your bow, I tried to get your actions to where they would pop the dreadful strikes. I think that one's still missing, so you may have to manually roll that one. Everything else should still be okay though.
Why don't I see that? I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on the Hydra.
Ooh, that was loud. Jeez.
That one wasn't that loud this time.
For me, it was crazy.
Man.
Oh, you're a little,
Yeah.
I'm hearing
There it goes.
gunshots from it.
little. Pachoo. That hit for 8 damage.
So then
This
I'm gonna do my
bow just
big-
turns into a 50 cal sniper rifle.
Gee whiz, I wish I knew how damaged he was.
Ah, man. You can tell that the one head's definitely hurt, and then 8, 3. Okay. I got to keep track of damage.
Yeah, there's 11 damage.
18. That's another hit.
7.
Because it does sneak attack go off when they're surprised? I would assume so.
That's a good question.
Technically, yes, because you're the unseen attacker.
I would think so. Let me see. Sneak attack on surprise. Let's see what Ian World says. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care about what the initial person posted. As far as the game is concerned, popping up from hidden position. Don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Think it, blah, blah. Well, that doesn't. Oh my gosh. Okay. Being attacked from hidden spot. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Perhaps because I didn't know the combat was about to begin. The first round of combat is clearly one way. Oh my god. I would say sneak attack would work. for this, so you may have to. It may not auto pop. You may have to put that as well. Okay, so another 5.
Yep. You only got it on the first one.
5, 8, 9. So yeah, 19 before, then 5. So that's 24. Okay, so minus 5.
Don't worry about the 11 then.
Okay.
I thought it was per.
It's once they're round. Because they're not surprised once you shoot them once.
Oh man.
And don't you get your hunter's mark damage on this attack as well?
I always forget.
Faster?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was only once.
It is to the target when you
Every-
hit it. It does say any hits.
Whenever you hit it with attack, yeah.
Yeah, so you would get another one on that. So
Dreadfall's just once. But
yep. Okay, so as you do your attack, Ishtar, really quickly, you also see another head drop from its, as it raises up, you hit it quick and it falls into the water with a big splash. With the other one, it seems you have downed 2 heads. Jeez, that was quick. I mean, awesome.
Yeah.
Great job, guys.
you gotta roll a d6 Ishtar. A little hunter mark.
Okay, anything else?
Can't use my cunning action.
I don't want to just run in there and nuke it. But...
Yeah, I'll just sit right here.
Okay. Hydra, we are skipping during surprise. So Ethereon, what you doing?
Guys, should I just run in there and nuke it?
I'm about to rise the heads. Or kill it, I don't care.
1 second.
Just make the problem easier to deal with.
Yeah, fuck, whatever. I'm gonna be tanking anyway. Fuck it. We're gonna should I cast this?
Therion, what's your AC? Is it 24?
24, yeah.
I could up it to 25 if you want.
Hell.
Get up into 26 if you'd really like.
Ooh, that's loud. Oh, that one's so loud.
Technically, I
Jeez.
might actually be able to do 27.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna cast this. I hold my weapon into the sky and just start screaming. "Ah!" No, I just rushed it there.
Okay.
I do not have a weapon, apparently.
You run in there just bare hands.
Where's my weapon?
Tyrion, the
You're like-
water's electrified.
You turn back and it like does like that like zoom down the hallway to like where our little camp is and shows your bedroll and your weapon resting on top of your bedroll.
Fuck that. I'm gonna use my guided strike. My channel divinity.
Okay, and that is just a standard, right? That's not a bonus or anything?
No, it's just once a short rest I can do it.
Gotcha.
So that's before knowing.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I kind
automation.
of can't really do that. I wish there's a way to fix it, but unfortunately there's not.
Before I even saw it, I was like, 3? No, we're doing it. So it'd be 23. I'm just gonna swing again. Just
Yeah,
so
that's
things
fine.
pop
That
up.
yeah, because that'll hit.
Oh,
Nice.
So
Can that be my second?
so this is for your first, so it's not a crit.
It might auto crit. though,
That-
it's
yeah,
just
I'll
not giving me
reverse.
the option.
Yeah, I can calculate it.
Oh, you have Strike of the Giants too?
Yeah, frost.
Nice.
It's saved on its con save.
Now I want to smite, but I don't. I mean, I guess you'll just have to cut the damage in half.
Yeah, I'll do the math in the background if needed.
Holy shit, that's a lot of dice.
So many
That's
things.
a lot of damage.
So, reverse, and I'm going to do the correct math. Okay, so
So
Be
2. So it'd be 6, 10.
34.
It's 11. Minus 22.
22. Okay, that's what I had too, so that's good. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Anything else?
I'll do it again. Oh, did he? Sorry, because I casted the other thing. The wisdom save, did he pass on?
So I see the frighten, yes. Saved on the wisdom, saved on the con save.
On the con too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Where's the frighten one? Oh, right there.
The one that says frighten.
Yeah. No, I was scrolled up further.
Okay, that hits.
Yeah.
For another 34, so
It's gotta be dead or near dead.
It has one head.
So that does. Okay, so you see 2 more
64.
heads fall. And there's only
okay.
1 head still alive. Anything else?
And I will put my foot on one of the fallen heads and just stare at it triumphantly.
Okay. Brings to the top of the round. Chitter, what you doing?
I mean, gotta go with. I can't call it Plan B, but gotta use the. Oh God, what am I on? I'm always on my spellbook tabs, and then I wasn't on it. I was like, what am I doing? I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Nope.
Oh wait, am I targeting myself? Whoops, am I targeting myself? Let me not do that. Oh no, I am targeting the Hydra. We're good. Never mind.
This cat.
Ooh, never mind.
Yeah,
sorry guys.
that misses.
I tried. I'm gonna keep.
That's fine. I'll transmute. It's okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay,
We do not want 8 heads coming back.
brings us to the water weird, who's going to swim up to Ethereon and
take electrical damage because water electrified.
the electricity has then dissipated into the ground around it.
Die.
Okay, yeah, there's not a whole lot for him, but that's cool. We can make this work. Gonna use Constrict as he lashes out some water tentacles at you, which...
I saw that die move away from the 15.
Why is it not showing...
Like my stuff was.
Well, maybe... Oh, no, it wasn't showing that I had you targeted. That's why. So let's try that. What? Okay. Well, now it's getting hung up for some reason. That's weird. Okay, let me move him here.
All those would have missed anyway.
Discard. Ah, okay. Well, that's going to be fun to have to freaking deal with. Anyway. Because I can't even see the roll of, like, what he
It
got.
was like a 5,
All
9,
3 of
or
them
10
missed.
something. Yeah, they wouldn't have hit.
Gotcha. Okay, so... Okay, so then that's that. And then... What's the thing? Yep, okay. So he does that, then you see his body just dissipate into water as he falls back into the water pool and disappears without provoking opportunity attacks. That brings us to Captain.
Okay. Now that we're kind of engaging a bit more, let me reopen his thing. Do not target him. Come on, tool. Select the right one. Oh, but he's gone now, so I can't try to net him.
What's this cover thing that keeps popping up?
It's I'm using the cover modules again for some stuff to test them out, see how they work.
He's 30 feet. Okay.
I need to take it off that it shows in the chat because it gets annoying as people start
20,
doing multiple ones.
25, 30. Well, he's gonna move for the moment. Is this a limited, or can he do this? Okay. I'm not sure how often he can use this, but since he can't attack in melee yet, will target the Hydra and use magic missile.
Okay. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did make it. Yeah, it's innate. So I should have put a limit to it. I think it's supposed to be, what does my note say? Hold on.
That's why I was checking.
Yeah.
I didn't see a use amount.
I
so
think
wasn't sure if it's-
he's 2 per, like, he doesn't have to rest because he's a construct, but it'll be like, in essence, 2 per times you guys long rest. Like, he has to have downtime for it to recharge.
I think they did actually. I could be wrong, but I think the new sheets. I don't know if this is one of the new sheets. Did let you now rest NPCs, but that might be not on this one. Shit.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
They updated the new NPC sheets to look like the new player sheets. I'm very much not used to it. I kind of hate it because I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah. Did that? Once again, I didn't even see the roll, and it's not showing up in chat. Did that hit or anything?
I know. I was admittedly quickly adding the 2 of 2 to the thing just to give it so it has it. Sorry.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. I'm not missing
casting it Hydra selected. Okay. It actually has how many now? What is it? 3 missiles?
Yes.
We'll just do all the Hydra because there's nothing else to target right now. Okay, that's nice.
So 3
Okay,
for 2. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Did I literally roll minimum damage?
Damn.
Wow.
It
Okay.
still like duplicates the first die. Like it doesn't roll individually.
Yeah, that's a setting I have turned on to where it just takes the
that's-
results of the first.
It's fine.
Yeah.
At least did some damage on there. And that'll be his turn. He was unfortunately didn't have enough movement to get up to it to attack it.
Okay. Walter, what you doing?
I will go ahead and use my action to call lightning again.
Okay. So where would you like to place said lightning bolt? Okay.
Right there where I ping.
Gotcha.
Away from my party.
So then that is another dex save, correct?
Yep, and because he is slow, the Hydra gets -2.
Yeah, that should auto. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so that auto applied. And your save's a 15.
It is.
Okay, so he's saved on that one. And the water weird fails. So then go ahead
Okay,
and roll
and
damage.
I will also go ahead and use my transmute. So my lightning damage will instead be fire damage.
Okay.
So that'll be one of my first use of my meta magic today.
Gotcha. Okay, so then 18. So half on a save brings us to 9.
9 fire damage.
Okay, so curious how I want to. Okay, as you hit okay, I guess it doesn't matter. It was lightning, so it's still going to count. I was thinking if it's fire, it's not going to hit the water weird because he's in the water and it's fire, but it technically was lightning. It's just a clerical error, so okay.
Although, if I could say something, I do believe you get, and I can double check this, I do believe you get fire resistance while you're underwater, if you're submerged.
And that's what I would go with, except I think technically, if we're talking like flavor, it was a lightning bolt that hit him. So like, I'm going to count that it still hit. I don't love that, so I may look at it later, but for this, I'm just going to say it hit. It's fine. And then the Hydra, yeah, took whatever it was, 9. Okay, so he takes 9 fire damage. Okay.
Transmute says it changes like the damage type, so I mean, I imagine
Yeah.
it would be, like
It doesn't change the nature of the spell, just
Yeah.
what type of damage.
You get hit with a spicy lightning bolt.
Pretty much.
just get
You actually
burned
get
by it.
this is the lightning bolt that actually burns you.
Okay.
Like you see people get struck by lightning in like cartoons, and they come back and it's just all black char.
Oh.
Okay, anything
And then
else?
I'll move in front of Chitter.
Okay.
Yay, protect me.
And I'll end my turn there.
Okay, that brings us to Ishtar. What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Okay, that hits. Sneak
Pistol
attack.
strikes.
Okay.
All the things.
That's 18.
Hunter's Mark.
Spark.
Say, Ranger's got that damage output.
Okay.
I think. Oh, it did add your Hunter's Mark already, though.
Did it?
Your initial, yeah.
Do I have to re-roll it? Does it just take the one from?
Oh no, I lied. It did.
Yeah, it was the 4, so that counts.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Surely.
It is still living. Barely. You see the last head has kind of fallen and it's more of the body is just kind of flailing about.
Oh, yeah, a million heads grow back.
God, please no.
It's gonna just use its limp heads like a whip.
I mean, if we keep killing enough heads, eventually wouldn't it not be able to circulate blood to all of them and pass out?
And then
Not sure that's how it works.
It worked in a webcomic. I don't know, I'm getting silly.
I guess.
A bonus action.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Misses, unfortunately. Okay. And with that on the Hydra's turn, you see the heads all fall. They're in the water. The body's just kind of flailing about. And after a few seconds, the rest of the body does fall into the water as it does die. So, Ishtar, why don't you explain it a little better? How do you kill the Hydra?
Since it's like facing the direction of Aetherion, I guess it kind of gets up with all of its heads for one last like attack on him, and I guess I'll just pierce all 5 at once.
Okay, nice. Drops.
Collapse.
Yeah. Okay. And so with that, Aetherion, you see, because it would be on your turn, the water doesn't move, but a little ripple happens as you can watch this ripple fleet away into the darkness, and you take it that the water weird must have escaped and ran away at the death of the Hydra. And we end combat there.
Guys, I kind of hope he reses the Hydra because it didn't get to do anything, and I feel bad.
It's always freaking surprise rounds that kill me. The last time I had a real big boss and you guys freaking surprised it didn't get to do anything. It was a dragon.
I appreciate that you didn't do what I did that I allowed for my players at the start of my campaign for way too long, which is allow for everyone to hold an action, use that action at the same time to start combat, get a whole surprise round, and then start.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they just
yeah.
never. They would literally one-shot everything in those first 2 rounds, and it would just end.
Yeah. You guys got lucky with the surprise. I really shouldn't have let you, but it took you forever to figure out what you wanted to do, so that's fine. But just in case anybody doesn't know, because I wanted to explain this, you got lucky because with Chitter's slow, each head gets a reaction first off. So that would have been 5 reactions. And if you wouldn't have done fire and it wouldn't have hit, it would have been, yes, 2 heads would have grown. So you would have had 9 total heads, each with the reaction, each with an attack. So it would have gotten gross.
How does that affect its health though, if the head's growing back, or just does it not?
It gets health per head that grows back.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was this. Does it get this? And again, just
it's not the same. It's less.
Yeah, I think it's still like it slowly reduces, but it can get scary when that thing gets like 9-10 attacks on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
How much health would it have got? Because it was like almost dead. So how much health would it have gotten if all heads grew back?
If I remember right, it gets like somewhere between 5 and 15 health per head that it grows back. I forget the actual number.
So it would have brought almost like to half health in essence.
Okay.
Jeez, that would have been.
Because all of that would have been at one time.
Yeah, like 60 or 70-ish, I guess.
Give or take, yeah.
Christ.
So, but anyway, you killed the Hydra.
We got really lucky then. Jeez.
I did also spend a level 1 and 2 level 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
I only used a what did I use? A 3rd level on that? Yeah, that's all I used.
And,
I used no spell slot.
And as you
level 1.
as you kill the Hydra, Ishtar and Valter and Chitter probably would have noticed this being in the hallway. As you kill it, you feel and hear all the stones that line that hallway kind of creak and shake, almost as if the hallway is settling a little. And you could have swore that you heard a breath, as if the hallway took a deep exhale. you take it that maybe the visions or the sounds you heard in that hallway are gone.
Can you stop breathing down my neck, Walter? Like, it's kind of weird.
You turn around and his head's like right next to your shoulder.
Oh.
God, my brain is immediately. Well, I guess Chitter would be thinking this too. Did we just? Is this keeping something in here, and we just killed the thing?
Also, just because
Are we the baddies?
I want to give credit to the artist. Here's the image of this room from the book to everybody. Oh, wait. Whoops. Hold on. I don't want to make a handout. I just want to show the image. Give me a second. There you go.
Oh, that is sick.
Pretty cool.
Damn.
So, anyway.
I love that.
Wait, that Hydra has more heads
Yeah,
than
I know,
five.
they give it way too many heads for the picture, but that's okay.
It looks metal as hell, though.
Yeah, so...
It looks like someone's been fighting it.
Yep.
Yeah, the wee little guy from...
It's got to be eating somehow, you know?
Can I loot it?
So there isn't normal things to loot. If you would like to harvest, you can. And
Yeah,
so...
I harvest too.
Yes, if you would like. Are you wanting, I'm assuming, to appraise first?
Yes.
Hell yeah, probably got cool stuff.
Okay, so for the Hydra... Oh, shoot, I kind of forgot. I think he's a CR8.
Do I have an appraising kit?
I think I gave it to
We
everybody.
got harvesting kits, yeah.
Yeah, let me
We
pull them
bought-
up.
I think when it was just the three of us, we went and got some.
Okay, so he is a CR8,
It's
so...
I don't have.
Yeah, I haven't made him. It's a custom
okay.
item, so... okay, so yeah, if you want to appraise the Hydra body, for anyone who would like to do it, it is a nature check for me, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I read a nature book one time.
I never read a nature book.
Okay.
Oh,
so
Oh,
there
God.
they are. Okay.
Let me
Why
go-
is that still here?
I keep saying I'm gonna turn it off and forget. Let me go.
I
do
love
that
it.
while
I
I'm
think
in
it's the
background.
best thing ever. It reminds me of the Skyrim mod that did the
Just keep
Thomas
it
the
on.
Train.
That's one of the default ones. It's just in there.
It's
like, I don't
great.
know. Okay, I'll
Dad.
leave it on then.
Stop it.
Okay, so we had a Theron with an 18, Ishtar, our ranger, unfortunately, with the 7, and then a nat 20 with Chitter. Okay, so
This thing was it's not in the Underdark. He's not familiar with it.
it will take each of you 15 minutes to appraise it, and that's kind of the downside of doing multiple appraisals. So total of 45 minutes doesn't necessarily
Are we in
matter.
Underdark?
Oh, do it at the same time. We're in. Oh, yeah.
You
Whatever.
are in the Underdark, technically,
I'm
yes.
trying to make excuses for you. Fine, you're just an idiot. Is that what you want me to say?
You're an idiot.
Okay, 23. So you get to know everything. So
Ow! Ow! Jesus Christ.
the Hydra's actually hitting
Catch
Josh.
Oh no.
Where is that? There they are. So, you notice and kind of remember that from a Hydra, you could get some of the scales. You can get the blood of the Hydra, some teeth, the heart, and the spinal cord, all of which are useful. In order from what I just said, it's a DC of a 5 for the scales, 10 for the blood, 15 for the teeth, 15 for the heart, and 20 for the spinal cord. The blood, teeth, and spinal cord can be used in crafting other items. And if you would like to harvest, everybody can make the check. I will take the average of all the checks for actually harvesting it. And it's just going to be I gotta remember how they do they do it a little weird. So it's technically a dex check, and we add your nature proficiency modifier if you have it. Which makes no
Not very
sense.
good at dex.
So I'm just gonna say do another nature roll. I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I don't understand.
That is the average, though.
Yeah, the average of whoever
Yeah,
wants to do it.
I mean, who's our best like harvester nature person? 'Cause
This
I'll be
card's
honest,
supposed to be.
I feel like Chitter has a lot of book knowledge, but like he's never dissected a freaking Hydra before. Like,
Mind you, Ishtar gets a -2, so.
Yeah, I got a +0. I'm
Unfortunately.
gonna refrain from joining in
Well,
on
it's
that.
agree.
Can it be survival?
Nope, nature. Sorry.
What?
Hey, DM, please.
Sorry, I'm
Can
going
I
with the book.
can I assist him on the roll?
Well, what's yours, Chitter? Your deck and your nature.
It's my dex and nature together. That would be I have to quickly because I
Is
think
it-
it's
Sorry, is it nature then, Alston? Or
So I was
deck?
gonna make it nature to make it easier because technically the book says to do a dex ability check and then add your nature proficiency modifier to it if you are proficient in nature.
So that would be a +4 for me then, technically.
Ishtar's your dex. Do you have any?
My dex is 18, but I have a -2 to my nature.
Nature. Oh, okay. So it really doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter because you don't get your dex modifier technically.
So,
That pause had me panic for a bit. You were like, my dex is 8. I was like, what?
Or than 18.
Because it would be.
that's pretty damn good.
Okay. So with that,
Did you guide him? I heard, Walter.
I didn't
What was
hear
that?
any sort of guidance.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
I wish I had guidance. So just fucking guidance.
Yeah, you should have had. You should have taken guidance with the amount of times you bring it. Okay.
Guidance is a D4 on top, not a.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just
Yeah,
yeah,
so
roll
roll
a
a D4.
straight
hey, don't worry
D4.
about that. No.
God damn it.
I mean,
I tried.
What's 9 plus 10?
19.
Oh.
That's why I said, God damn it. I've only got one more.
Okay, so that gets you, and I'll add this later because I haven't done all this work because it's pointless for now. But I'll get you everything but the spinal cord that you get to loot, and you will get 7 vials of Hydra blood and 30 Hydra teeth as an FYI.
Can I attempt just for the spinal cord? Is that possible?
No. So the way that this works is if whatever the roll is for harvesting, the understanding is whatever you didn't get gets destroyed in the harvesting process. Kind of like
Damn,
you
bro,
didn't know.
It's got 5 spinal cords. You screwed them up all those times.
Hey, man.
He is only a ranger. You can only ask so
Yeah,
much.
that's all. Only his job.
A ranger with a wannabe medical profession.
Yeah, and he couldn't extract the spine.
Okay, so moving on up.
Actually, why am I following you? I should be last.
Let me pull this. Okay, so I will
snoozers.
do that. Chitter and Ishtar, you guys following them into the hallway?
Yeah, I did. I think did they get auto paused?
Yeah, I didn't
got
auto
paused.
pause it,
Oh,
but
God,
I
I
manually did
glitched.
it.
Hey, don't put me over there. I want to go back.
I glitched into the wall for a second. I saw an endless gray void in all directions.
Okay, so for the hallway, while you guys were walking through the hallway first, I think because these have difference. Yeah. Okay. So as you walked through the hallway, this hall has a stone door at the north end, so at the very tippity top, and another door to the east is askew on its hinges, the ones that Aetherion and Valter you went through. And as you brushed along that door, what? Oh, yeah. As you walked through that door, you noticed a skull on the ground. A very elongated skull, but crumbling from, ages of not being touched and just sitting here in the dust. But you were able to get into that room. None of you went to the north door, so that doesn't matter. Valter can read Dwarvish, so as you open this little askew door, the door on it has the words Relics of the Dead in Dwarvish. And in the hallway, all of you, as you go through the hallway, you all see the same vision as a shared vision of a translucent dwarf with half of its face missing, and a desperate look in its eyes appears in front of each of you, silently screaming as if pleading for help. Its face morphs into that of one of your loved ones. So for Valter, your memory of your aunt. For Aetherion, your father or your mother as well. For Chitter and Ishtar, family members from a long time ago that have passed, or dear friends. And you see that face just for you before the whole body of the dwarf just disappears. Okay, anyway.
God.
And then for Aetherion and Valter, as you go into the next room, this room's floor is covered with broken pedestals and some shattered glass and a lot of dust. A headless skeleton rests against the smashed displays, and the north wall has collapsed, opening into a very larger room beyond. And as you come into this room, so Chitter and Ishtar, this doesn't apply to you. For Ethereon and Valter, the walls around you in this room start to bulge and pulsate as if it's alive and breathing. You start to see tentacles begin to emerge slowly from the cracks, reaching out towards you before retracting quickly back into the walls. And then this area reeks of decay and the essence of aberrant magic. Okay.
Does the skull match the skeleton, maybe?
Let me look.
Ed.
Let's see. Examine. Do a investigation check of either, whichever you would like to do. In essence, it's going to be looking at both of them, so it doesn't matter. Just ignore me. Just do the roll. 17. Yeah, it looks like this skull came from that skeleton.
Okay, do I know what creature this is?
Do a survival check for me. This appears to be the skeleton of a mind flayer. The elongated.
I crush the skull.
Okay, so you crush the skull. And as you crush the skull, how do you do it? What do you do?
Valter just steps on it.
Okay. As you do that, you kind of see what could have been maybe a spirit or just some dust kind of puffs up a little bit and falls to the ground. And then, yeah, you crush the skull. And then as you push that door open, and same for you, Ethereon, the door kind of, because it's like off of its hinges, damaged just a little bit, you hear go, as it swings open. Okay, yeah, so I'll go ahead and unpause that if anyone else wants to do anything in these rooms.
Is that
I'll go
this
ahead and
room?
search this room we're in.
Ethereum, what was that?
That was in this room, right? Total.
So the door was this one over. I can't ping for some reason, but yeah, that was the door to this room, and this room was the one that was like pulsating. Yes.
Okay.
So Valter, you're wanting to check out the room.
Yeah, I'll check out this room here.
Okay, go ahead and do an investigation check, please.
There's a lot of rubble.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh god. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use my reroll.
Oh. It's okay.
Okay, you can save
Oh
your
wait,
reroll if you'd
Ethereum,
like.
are you
Yep.
doing it?
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
an
I did.
18.
Okay, then I'll let Ethereum do it here.
Okay, so you search. You do find a metal case kind of underneath some rocks and rubble. That as you open it, you find, and I'll add this to everybody later, or however you want to do this. 8 beads of force. I think I can link this in here. Maybe not. We'll find out. I know linking's always kind of a pain in the butt.
Ed,
1 second.
stop.
Oh, they're not in there. That's why. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to find them. Anyway, you can look up what beads of force do, and I will get that added in later time. But yeah, you do find 8 beads of force in that chest, and that is it.
Damn. Okay.
Nifty.
And for Chitter and Ethereum, as you walk through that door, you hear it squeaking too as you walk through, as it's still broken.
Also, I did say earlier with that dwarf. Does that mean that I saw a dwarf body with a bird head on top?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Zinch is here. Just as planned.
No.
You walk.
Get that change your ways into this campaign, you asshole.
Walking back through that door, it breaks this time, Ethereum, as you open it. Breaks off the last hinge and falls on the ground.
I'll give 2 of the beads to everybody, so we all have 2.
Okay.
Shit, okay.
Make a note of that.
I don't know what they do, but
Yeah, I don't know why the link's broken and I can't even have. It's not in any of my items, which is very weird.
So beads of
Whoa.
force are kind of like the beads of fireball, where you just throw it and it has a spell effect.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at this, it's basically a force grenade.
Yeah.
Ishtar, you want to play marbles?
Ooh.
And you're giving all of us 2 of them?
Actually,
Yeah.
Chitter wouldn't know what these things are, so he'd be like, let's play, I'm down. I used to play it in the streets of Silvery Moon. I
Cheddar,
can't-
no. Cheddar, no.
Would Valter know what they do?
Would Valter know what they do?
Yeah, I would say you would
I mean,
know.
let's not do this for the sake of not killing ourselves.
Okay, so you come into this next room. which Ethereon, you notice that the door you came through to go in here has Dwarvish on it, but you can't tell what it says. As you come into this room, you notice it has a hallway to the north with 2 rows of standing sarcophagi. This is kind of one of the, other than the first room you were in, this definitely now reminds you you're in a hallowed crypt, as you see these sarcophagi lining the wall. Each sarcophagus lid that you can tell from where you're at bears a carving of a resting priest, which once again for Ethereon and Valter is not unknown to you, being from holy buildings. This is very common to bury priests or priestesses in the crypt and then build their sarcophagus around their body to mimic who is inside. And you can quickly see from where you're at, I think you can see, yes, a 10-foot tall armored figure with dwarf-like features patrols this room. He's just walking back and forth down this hall. You kind of hear very heavy feet as it's crumbling through this hall.
Do we want to go the other way?
If you guys want to, sure. It's like God walking into any hallway lined by things. Just.
Ethereum, let's do it. Let's get up there.
No. Okay.
And where are you guys? You're there. Okay. You notice that you, within the few, short seconds, minutes that you've been in here, this feature kind of crumbling back and forth and walking. As it turns around and gets towards the end of this, it pauses and looks at you and notices the 4 of you in here, and gets ready to turn around. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I gotta do one more thing. I can't see. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that works. Sees you, starts to turn around, but then it stops and it turns back towards you and it starts to lunge as we will. What time is it? 9:12? Yeah. Yeah. We'll do this as we will start another combat round, so everybody can go ahead and
hold on. Before he attacks us, we're going to discuss this for an hour.
No, we're not.
I would put real-time limits on that one and say after 2 minutes of real-time talk, it just attacks and you get surprised. And this one, where's my notes?
Captain.
I was about to say, I was going to pull my notes up because I think this is Valter's turn.
Remember, you were down in the pits with me.
This is good. Yeah, based off of the first initiative.
He can continue having my turn. I don't want Walter.
Let's see where we at.
I don't want the captain, so you can continue having it. Or Chitter.
So I'm here.
I mean, or we can pass down to whoever's next.
It would be Ishtar next, so we can just do that. Okay. So do this. Let me roll him an initiative. Begin combat.
Oof. Oh God.
Yeah,
it
freaks. Yeah, freaks everybody out. It's just the targeting system. Okay, so
Can I use my reroll on him?
For his initiative?
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
Sure.
Let me take him out. I forgot I gotta do it over here. Gotta click on this thing. So many button clicks. Okay, there you go. Actually, I'll do it. Sorry, that's my bad. There.
Yeah.
Okay, let me change that.
Wow, we all rolled very high.
Okay, ownership. This goes away. This goes to you. Okay, so Ishtar has that.
Bonus action transfer Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot him.
Okay. That hits.
Strikes.
Okay.
And I'll do it again.
That hits. And let's see. Okay.
Can I back up on the spot?
Oh, I need to. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will say, Ishtar, you noticed with your dreadful strikes didn't seem to affect the clay golem, and you take it he must be immune to psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Yippee.
Chitter.
Chitter, what's up?
Stuff.
Use my stuff.
Vicious mockery.
Wait, sorry. I was blank for a second. We identified it's not immune to psychic?
It is
Or you
immune.
Yeah, so he turns to him and says, fuck you.
First off, fuck you.
I had to go through a lot of work to learn different magic.
I take vicious mockery then.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we ever have to make new characters, if we all take Vicious Mockery, we can all just start making insults towards enemies as we play. Even if we just steal them from Baldur's Gate, there were some good ones there. You know what? I'm gonna try this time also just because I don't have a lot of high-end spell slots to burn. I'm gonna take a look at the big guy, and I'm gonna cast some Fairy Fire.
Is the clay golem large?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. I don't have a lot of high-end spell slots to burn, and I cast this in a way that won't. Oh god.
If you were a real man, you would cast fairy fire on all of us and only succeed on us.
Shut up. I tried.
You know that's not something I roll. You have to make a save.
Stupid.
No, Austin casted
No.
it.
Yeah.
On, like,
Okay. I
one
didn't know
ally
that.
and like 4 or 5 enemies.
Yeah.
And only the ally
Almost.
failed.
That happened with the bard in my game, where they did that in a train car, and only the players failed, and it was just like, oh good, you've turned the battle against them.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
That person then got, I think, critted too.
Yes, they died. They
Oh,
went
no.
down.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think she did get the one enemy. That's why she didn't drop it. So they're like, no, we'll be good. And then the enemy starts they start doing the same thing, and just constant high rolls.
Oh yeah, you can just drop it, can't you?
Yeah, but I think that's why she didn't. She hit like one person that they wanted to keep it on. So they're like, we're good. The luck will be on our side. It was not.
Austin could have
Yep.
dropped it.
Whoops. Okay, yeah, so you got him. He is lit up.
Yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. Walter, what you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna start off by casting Shield of Faith on myself.
Gotcha.
By the way, Captain can cast Minor Illusion.
God dang it.
We didn't know his capabilities. He hasn't.
We didn't do that actually. So.
And then I'm gonna use my action to cast Warding Bond on Ethereum.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Love the little bromance going on between two supposed enemies of your faiths, but that's great.
That's fine. We're bridging the gap.
Love that for you guys.
We're overcoming adversity.
Does Captain have spell slots, or has he used them all?
He
Minor illusion's a cantrip.
Oh, he actually
No, I know,
does.
but for
Yeah,
other-
he has all of his spell slots still.
Okay.
Okay, so Walter, anything else?
Then I will advance towards the golem.
Okay.
He can also cast invisibility.
Where's my
I
music?
like to think when Walter casts Warding Bond, he just gives like a high five. He's like, "Come on, bro!"
Oh, that's loud.
It is really funny that we're opposing faiths, and yet here we are.
Yeah.
I will end my turn here.
Okay.
We're showing them a better way.
Ethereum, what you doing?
I got you, buddy. I will smack him with the shield.
Okay. Okay. Do do do.
I will succeed.
Okay. He is prone. As you bonk him, you notice he starts to crumble a little bit, but the rest of him stays up. As you take it, he must be immune to prone.
Oh shit! Smack.
That hits.
Why is that advantage?
Because fairy fire.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I need a fucking prone on that.
I'm just not going to tell you, though, because then if you waste it, you waste it. Okay, that hits.
I'll use the shield thingy. Like, essentially, I'll flavor that. Like, I try and knock him prone, but I don't prone him, but I hit him hard enough that I do some damage.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I have to look
That's
through
pretty
this.
short rest. I can do damage essentially. With the shield.
Yeah, for the 1d6,
Just
yes.
part of it.
Yeah.
Tack on an extra 2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Sorry, looking at some stuff here in the background. So 12. Okay, plus 2. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So you take the damage.
Probably immune to poison.
When you hit him, you notice the poison that seeps from your weapon. When it hits him, not only does it not affect him, it absorbs into his body. Okay. Anyway.
Boys, don't use poison. As that happens.
Oh, sorry, good.
No, go.
I was gonna say he's gonna shoot it out of his eyes at you or something.
That'd be pretty cool.
As I smack him and he kind of absorbs the poison, I kind of look at my Morning Star and I go, we're gonna have to fight another dragon, boys. This poison's not the best.
Okay, you hit him again. You see some of the poison seeps into his body. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay, Captain, what's he doing?
I'm going to attack.
Nice. I love the voice. I really wanted to find a C3PO like voice modulator to use for him, but I couldn't find anything I liked.
I scrolled down or zoomed down or whatever to see him next to me, and I was like, wait, not me.
So the range is 5 feet, or it's plus 5 feet to hit. So can I hit him from here?
It probably won't let you hit. I would, try to go in the corner there and see if the walls cause a problem. Target him first. Half cover. Okay, yeah, it's going to cause a problem. So we'll do this. If you... Oh, wait, you can't attack while you're on the same space as somebody, so... No.
You want to briefly move to the other side of him for the roll and then move back?
Can I do that? Yeah.
Let me see. I'm looking at Captain's ability. If you would want, since he is large in a hallway, to try to get past him, I would say it would be an athletics check or an acrobatics check to see if you can like bob and weave to get around him. But it is possible if you pass on that. Yeah.
I'm not a very acrobatic robot construct.
No, I cannot do that, Walter.
I love it. He does have
I
spells.
want to die and him just become captain.
Just make that be his character.
I guess I will use a net cannon.
Okay, was your next character going to be a Warforged or a Autonode?
Nope.
That misses, unfortunately.
No.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Brings us to the Golem. Golem, however you think of pronouncing that.
Yes, precious.
Golem.
He will first... Yeah, we'll do this, I guess. Yeah. He's going to cast Haste on himself.
Oh.
He's gonna what?
Yep. Actually, it's not a cast as much as a bonus action he gets to use. And he will then use his multi-attack on... Let's see, what is this thing he's got? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Starting with Aetherion. Make a slam attack.
What's going on? Oh, cutting words. 23. Yes, I will use cutting words on that.
Okay.
I don't think you need to because his armor class is like 24 plus.
But oh shit. Well, that's whatever.
Oh yeah, Warding Bond, the +1. I turn around.
You have a 25 now, don't you?
I think because of the Warding Bond gaming one.
Yeah, I saw 23 and thought that hit. So okay, noted. My bad.
Thanks, Cheddar. Still appreciate it.
Okay, so it
Warding Bond put it
misses with that hit. And even then, Cheddar, as you started to cast that, you notice the casting and the spell, you see it go towards the golem. He absorbs that as well. Doesn't seem to be affected by charming. He's going to attack with his second attack to Aetherion. Wow, with the nat 1. He's just sucking.
Makes sense, the construct. Damn.
That's cool. Okay. That's it
He
for
won't
him.
listen. He won't listen to my words. They don't work on him.
Brings us
Yeah,
to
there
Ishtar.
goes my plan to seduce him.
Shoot him again.
Make an illusion of a lady golem.
And I fired and I missed. And I fired and I missed.
I fired. I hit something. Wasn't what I was aiming at. So I kind of missed.
Okay, that hits.
I missed both times.
So many things. Look at all the dice. Okay, that hits as well.
Some damage. And that's it.
Okay. Brings us to the top. Chitter, what you doing?
Well, I've still got him fairy fired. So, move it a little bit so I can get a
Actually-
better look at him.
Could I have used my bonus action just to hide?
Yeah, I don't see
wait.
you use anything. You use your 2 attacks, sneak attack, which is
Actually, can I use my
Feature.
psychic blade? I forgot I have that.
you can. You did know from your first attack that the psychic dreadful strikes didn't do anything.
Yep. I know.
So yeah, if
Yeah,
you
I'm just talking.
you wanted to hide, you could do that. Yeah. Okay, Chitter, what you doing?
I mean, looking at big and ugly here. I can't use those. That's probably not going to help. This guy seems really immune to shit, which is, So I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I can I'm gonna use Firebolt. Maybe it'll harden part of him or something and make him, I don't know. I'm just,
I don't know. Just gonna use it.
Not what I meant, because he's clay or something.
I got you.
you know.
No worries.
Not,
Okay.
Shut up.
That hit.
No, you totally meant it the other way.
Shut up.
You see some of the clays just splatter off and hit some of the sarcophagi. He's
Oh,
taking
that's
some
good.
damage. He's not looking too great.
God, from having to sub in a art ceramics class before, clay on everything is so annoying. Alright, that should be my turn, yeah.
Okay, Walter, what you doing?
I'll just go ahead and wail on this thing.
Gotcha. Ooh, this will be interesting to see how this works. Okay. That hits.
I will go ahead and use my Strike of the Giants.
Okay. So he does save on the con save.
I will also go ahead and apply my I think it's my other feat. One moment. Yeah, so I will go ahead and apply my Divine Strike, which will deal an additional 1d8 thunder.
Okay.
And because I dealt lightning or thunder damage this turn, I will go ahead and push him back 10 with my Thunderbolt strike ability.
Gotcha. Accept. Doink. It's kind of more here. That's fine. Splatters against
I
the
rolled
wall.
a 1, and a 3.
Another big chunk gets shot off of him, though. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, the defeat in your voice. I love it. Theron, what you doing?
Where's he going?
He got pushed back.
Oh, I forgot I can move around too. I
Yeah,
can't
now you
go.
shove him back 20 feet, or back another 10 feet, and we both run
Yeah.
back 20 feet.
You gotta pull him back so you can be like, get over here.
Okay, that
Get
hits.
over here!
Oh, what is going on? That's not what I meant to do.
As he starts clipping into the wall.
They're coming out of the walls! They're coming out of the goddamn walls!
Don't say that or they will start coming out of the walls.
Oh my gosh, stop. Why is it doing this?
What is he doing?
I'm trying to do other things and it's freaking out. There we go. Okay. So what did you... So then you did another...
I was smacking close.
Okay, so then it's minus... That...
Minus 31. Nice job, Ethereum.
No, this is gonna heal the fucking poison.
You do notice as you keep hitting him for a total of what was it, 8 poison, 9 poison. You do see some of the bits of clay form back to him as he absorbs and heals for the poison damage. Anything else?
Sorry, I can't help.
So you dealt 22 damage.
El Capitan.
That is good.
Ishtar, what would you like Captain to do?
Do I try the neck in again? Sure.
Do it.
Might him twice. Oh, pow.
Okay, some arm blades as you slice some clay off. Okay.
Multi-attack.
Gotcha. Another chunk of clay falls off. Anything else?
Let me just double check. Yep.
Okay, so I need to do this real quick. Okay, so that doesn't matter. So he is going to just continue his attacks on Ethereon. He gets his multi-attack slam, which is 2 of those. Oh, wait, these are all private. Let's not make those private. The first one, I'm pretty sure definitely misses. Okay.
What is it?
It was he hit with the 6. It misses
Sorry,
with a
it's
16.
it's just asking me for
Yeah.
7 words. And I'm just like, nope.
Yeah. Then it's going to do a second attack. Definitely misses there. It's probably going to ask you again. Yeah, I got to turn that reaction off. And then because of haste, he gets to use another slam attack as a bonus action. And he misses all of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's it for him. He's just constantly wailing on you guys. Ishtar, what you doing?
I'm gonna step a little bit closer just into the opening of this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna do everything again.
Okay. Okay, how do you kill him?
Again with like all the other like rock. Oh, and stone. Rock and stone creatures. Is there a core on this golem?
You can't see anything, but you could surmise potentially there's something.
I'll just shoot for min-mass.
Okay.
Upper chest area.
Gotcha. And he crumples into a big liquidy ball of clay. And you successfully kill him, so we can end combat there. Okay. Yeah. With that, you guys are out of combat. Anything you would like to do? Make sure I'm not missing any notes. Yeah. While you are in this room / in this crypt hallway.
I'll take a look at the sarcophagus.
Okay. So, are you looking on the outside? You can try to like open them or anything?
I'm for now just gonna look on the outside.
Okay. So you can tell that each of these sarcophagi are still fairly intact and pretty ornate. You notice that each of them in the center has, once again, because they're kind of representing the dead that are buried inside, the center shows what appears to be a gem. You're not sure if this means that there's a gem inside with the dead body. You don't know if that means something else for Dumathoin worshippers, but that is something that kind of stands out a little different from the sarcophagus. Ishtar with the 5, you notice nothing.
Yeah, I figured. I might need glasses, guys.
Maybe get you some old man glasses. Like super thick ones.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, so Walter will point out maybe there's treasure in these, but I am not going to be the one to disturb the dead. And I'm gonna begin approaching the door.
I mean, I was gonna say it before the combat encounter that like seeing all these sarcophagi, it's like I'm getting flashbacks to like 2 rooms ago with the whatever those things that came out of the other ones. Like I don't. And there's what, like 14 of these things. I don't.
Yep. Okay. Walter, the end is actually not a door. The end is just the end of this hallway. It seems like there is no way from this area to continue on. You do remember there was
looks like a door.
Yeah, you do remember there was a third option in the Hydra room that you did not go down though. So, if there's anything else anybody would like to do in this area,
Who just builds a hallway-like structure that leads nowhere in a dungeon? It's inconsiderate, is what it is.
Hey, Chit, do you want to look at my my prescription on those glasses and tell me that I have old man eyes? How thick that is?
You know what? Fuck it. I will open one of these sarcophagi.
Okay.
I actually need thicker glasses. I need newer glasses. These are years past when I needed new ones. So
let's see here.
A little thick though, yeah.
Okay, so Walter, as you open one of the sarcophagi, it's fairly easy to open. They're not like locked or anything, so you can open it up and you see inside very, very brittle bones of a dwarf, which makes sense. And from what you can tell from the bones, you can see how it would match the features etched into the front of the sarcophagus. And you look, and in the center of the dwarf corpse is a fairly decently sized gem. You can't tell anything special about it, but it does appear to be a very well cut and precious gem. You estimate it to be worth about 100 gold. That's lodged into the rib cage of this character, or not this character, this corpse.
So now we're pillaging tombs.
I mean, Ishtar, you did spit on a dead guy's coffin at the beginning of your whole life in Phandalin. So.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing.
Real quick, at one point does grave robbing become archaeology? Okay.
Well, I'm in. So
you're gonna start opening them up.
I want to open this one.
Okay. I wish these were interactables, but they aren't. So, yeah, you see in this hallway, there's a total of. I think I said it at the beginning, but maybe I didn't.
14?
Yes. There we go. Yeah, 14.
I count 14.
Okay, so there's 14 sarcophagi in here. How many of them would you like to open and loot? I mean, it's up to you. If you want all 14, we can do all 14. If you don't want them all for some reason, you don't have to do them all.
Go ahead, Ishtar. Grab all 14.
Sure, I'll
open up all.
I'll start at this one.
Okay. So I will say, yeah, you get through all of them. You take all the gems out. Nothing happens, but as you take the gems, you notice all of the skeletons start to just crumble because they're so brittle anyway. And pulling the gem out, you can't do it without touching a bone. So each time you were to pull a gem out, you see the skeleton just crumbles to dust as you pull the gems. But you get all of them out. Everything's fine. They look to be very precious gems. So you have, as we'll say, technically as a party, but Ishtar did get them all. There's 14 gems worth 100 gold each that I will add to the party inventory.
I'm rich.
But yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Not split them.
You don't have to. I mean, you were the one that took the risk to grab them, so I will allow that.
I mean, I don't think Chitter would want me. He's not big on looting tombs. Like, great way to get like ghosts and stuff coming after you.
Ghosts.
I think at this point, Walter's against like looting the graves, but at the same time, with what they're up against, he's rationalizing it. If it goes towards the party as a whole, he's okay. Although he doesn't personally like it.
Gotcha.
I don't care.
So let me.
Well, I will go down this other hallway though.
Okay. As you guys start making your way to this other hallway, I'm gonna move Chitter just here so you both can see everything.
Breach it clear. Breach it clear.
Thank you. I was like, ah.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So as you get into the hallway, nope, that's not the one. Where am I? That's what I want. It's just a very long hallway that connects where you were to another location at the very end that you can't really tell from here. You do notice that there is a door, which Aetherion and Walter you see, which brings us to this one. Nope. There we go. Brings you to this building or room. So the walls of this room, as you open the door, are carved with images of open books. The pages of each are filled with cramped writing. A simple sarcophagus is carved with the image of an older male dwarf holding a quill and a book at the far end. And to the east, you see a metal lever built into the wall stands in the up position. A frail gnome, dark in complexion, so a darker colored gnome, his shoulders bent with age, ponders the lever. And as he hears the door open behind him, as all these doors are fairly thick stone and grind as you open them, he jumps and turns around and it seems very stout, looks like he could have been very strong in his young age, but now being old, all of his skin is very wrinkled and leathery, and he's starting to get skinnier. And he looks at you and says, "What the hell are you doing here?"
You sound like you smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
He can't hear you. You're at the end of the hall. Just all staring at him.
Oh no! The door closed in our face. I mean, stop it! Oh my god. I guess Chitter would say, what? I mean, what are you doing here?
He looks at the crazy bird man, and we're gonna do this to make it easy. That way, at least you can see. Let's see. He looks at you as you spoke first and goes, "What am I doing here? Better questions, what are you doing here? Do you know where you're at?"
The accent's killing me. I'm not hating on it. I love
No,
it.
you're good. You're good.
We're just we're tomb surveyors. We're making sure that this place is up to code.
Do a persuasion check for me.
Would that be deception? Checks? I'm lying?
Whichever you'd like to do. I'll let you.
I was gonna say I'm probably worse than actually not by much. Is it? Oh, there we go. I was like, that's not
Fuck.
Yay!
So deception. Okay. Yep. You see his hardened gaze kind of soften a little bit, and he goes, "Well, I didn't know that there'd be any of you down here. I apologize. The name's shit. What's his name? Shit. Okay.
Rivibidel?
Yeah. The name's Rivibidel. What's yours?"
I'm I'm not gonna go with the whole fucking let's make a fake names thing. I'm Chitter. This is I just like kind of like gesture to my friends to like introduce themselves.
Okay. He looks at all of you and kind of nods, and you tell he's kind of a little grumpy, regular demeanor, but seems to have lightened a little bit at what Chitter says. He goes on to where does he say? He gives you some information. I'm trying to find all of the information he's got. Here we go. Okay. So he tells you that he has been in the crypt for a while, for at least 2 weeks. His walking, because of how old he is, his walking is pretty slow, and you can tell as he walks around and talks to you, he doesn't really have the get up and go anymore. He's very limpy and hobbles along, and he ran out of food days ago and is quickly running out of his water. And Yeah, so he kind of finishes up telling you of what's going on with him down here, and he's been too old to come back out the way he came in, which he swam from the Underdark into the lair where the Hydra was and was able to sneak past them. But since he's aged so much and can't get around fast, he can't
I'm so
leave.
thirsty.
Are you giving it to him, or are you just drinking it in front of him?
I'm just drinking in front of him.
You see his demeanor get a little bit harsh again. He goes, "God damn it, you know how thirsty I am down there."
Walter will offer some water.
He takes a drink and almost drains the whole thing, but he drinks it. He coughs, so you're like, okay, good. His voice is going to get a little bit normal, but he sounds the exact same. And he goes on to thank each of you and gives you some more information. He says that he's a historian and a fresh convert to the religion of Dumathoin, which is what this whole crypt and the ruins above are built around. He came, like I said, from the secret passage to the Underdark, which was the Hydra's water pool, but he can't come back that way because of his age, and he's been just studying all the works on the walls of this crypt. When he first came into the crypt, he was physically a younger gnome, but he came in here to pursue a copy of a book that he's been looking for called He of the Hidden Gemstone, and worried that he would run out of food and water before recording all of that text, he scouted the passage to the north and kind of came upon some ghosts. He, unfortunately, after encountering them, has started to age in a very expedited manner, and now he's hovering on death's door. He doesn't believe he has too many more months before he's gone, and so that's why he came here and has been held up. He got the whole book that he came looking for copied, but the last half is pretty shaky and rough, so he's just always kind of, when he has downtime, he's working on refining the second half of that copy. He knows that this book that he came for was authored by somebody named Thorgrin Ironquill. He knows a whole lot about Thorgrin, which, sorry, there is something I need to show or tell you guys, and I will send all this as well so everybody has these notes. But Thorn, what's his name? Where's he at? What? Yeah, I'll probably just send that because I do not have the notes for that guy. Anyway, so you learn a whole bunch about that author. That's weird. It should have been right here, but okay. Anyway. Oh, now I just lost his freaking page. There he is. Okay, so I'll send all that. He also says that he learned from the book that he's been studying while here that an enormous, exquisite emerald, he describes it as an emerald, lies somewhere in the crypt of the Talhoun, and he wants to recover at least a chip from this emerald as a sacred relic and return it to other worshippers of Dumathoin before he dies. And like I said, he knows he can't swim back, so he would love to accompany you out of here and would be happy to stay anywhere that you have, as long as you can at least help him get out of this crypt. Blah, blah, blah.
Is this a curse that's been put on him by the ghosts?
You can't really tell if it's a curse or if it was just something immediate that happened from seeing the ghost. And he doesn't know either. He, blah, 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 gives you some more information about the crypt in Tal Hundredth above. Things that you probably already have determined, such as these were both holy sites for followers of Dumathoin. The Talhoun were the priests, and they were buried down here in the crypt. The crypt was once one of Dumathoin's most sacred places. And many generations ago, the Mind Flayers took over a significant portion of the Underdark, including Tal Hundredth, and they must have invaded this crypt because there are so many restless undead and haunts. And he also adds, sadly, that the sanctity of this crypt was broken long ago. You've already encountered the Hydra and the Elemental, and the Golem, and he mentions that there's some dwarf skeletons and ghosts to the north. He believes that the entire crypt is filled with deadly dangers from his short and brief encounters here. The massive emerald that he's looking for, he says, is likely hidden in an inner sanctum, which would befit Dumathoin and his lore, being the dwarven god of secrets. So secret doors are common in Dumathoin's holy places, and Revibedel hasn't discovered any of those yet. The lever that you see in this room, he believes probably has something to do with the crypt's hidden sanctum, but he can't get the lever to move. He's done enough tinkering and realizes that the lever is tied to some vast clockwork mechanism that must cause entire rooms in this crypt to shift. But the lever appears to be locked in place. He can tell from his little tinkerings that it's connected to something. He believes it to be maybe another lever somewhere else in the crypt. And so he's convinced that both of these levers must be pulled at the same time. Yeah. And so he kind of gives that lore dump on you, and we will call it there for the night. And like I said, I'll send you the other stuff that I didn't have ready.
I would like for you to now relay all that info in his voice.
God, I would die. That little bit killed my throat. But I had to get some. I read somebody's comment of how they ran him, and they're like, yeah, I just imagined Slingblade being real pissy with everybody. I was like, oh, that's perfect. So that was my horrible butchered attempt at Slingblade.
I forget who it was. There's some YouTuber that does D&D stuff, and I keep seeing his shorts I keep coming across where one of his players was a guy that was using that accent, but like talking just fast enough that he's like barely understandable, and I don't know why it reminded me of that. It was just hilarious. Like, that's great. Just that grumbly southern accent where you're just unintelligible yet intelligible.
Yeah. So yeah, I will send you, like I said, the notes about the author that he came for, just so you have that information, as well as other information about the crypt. So you have that. We will start here next time. From what I understand, you guys have just met Revibedel. Do you plan on having him accompany you throughout and then out of the crypt?
I was thinking, honestly, just because I don't know. I mean, he's getting old. I have no idea how tough this guy is. I was been thinking maybe we could have Captain watch him while we go further, because I don't want to drag him into a fight where he gets slaughtered by something way above his,
Yeah.
I agree with that. It will also pull Captain out of it, so we don't have to worry about him for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, he seems fine to stay here and guard the lever in this room as long as you need him to. So we will pick up here. I'm assuming you guys plan to continue through the crypt, so going down this hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then I will make sure stuff is ready. Plan is Monday, which I put in kind of in chat. If anything comes up, let me know. I'm going to put the event either tonight or tomorrow, just so we have that ready to go.